This is Dexter Wakefield for the Tomorrow's World Webcast. The Middle East is a cauldron of conflicts. The radical Islamist group ISIS, or Islamic State, is attacking throughout the region and is committing terrible mass murders by gunshot and by mass beheadings. The world has been shocked at the sheer barbarity of it. This is the 21st century, but there are those who have the stated goal of taking Islam and ultimately the world back to the dark ages of the 7th century AD. But there are other major players in the Middle East that bear careful watching, and one of them is the modern state of Turkey. Turkey is coming up to a historic crossroads, and what they do is important to the Middle East and to the whole world. In the last century, Turkey has been an important but not dominant player on the world stage. It is emerging now as a pivotal player in the affairs of state of Europe, the U.S., the Middle East. I traveled in Turkey recently and found a modern secular state with a culturally Muslim people. Turkey appears to be going through a historic social and political realignment, and to consider its future, one must understand something of its past. For the last half century, Turkey has been oriented more to the West than to the Middle East, but that may be changing. Turkey became the seat of the Muslim Caliphate in 1453, but has been officially a secular state since 1923. It has no official national religion since then. And while the vast majority of the citizens are Sunni Muslim, many today are not active in their faith. For instance, if you walk around a Turkish city, you will not see many Turkish women wearing the traditional headscarves. Knowing Turkey's history is important today. Beginning in the late 1200s AD, the Ottoman Turks created one of the world's great imperial empires. Initially, successive dynasties united the area that is now modern Turkey and then expanded the empire by military conquest to encompass much of Western Asia, Southeastern Europe, and Northern Africa. Historically, it was one of the world's most enduring empires, lasting over 6 centuries. Then World War I ended the empire, and the map of the Middle East was redrawn. Turkish empire's parts became what comprises today's nations of the Middle East. Although Turkey is officially a secular state, the current president, Recep Erdogan, may not think it should continue that way. He was an Islamist in his early political career when he famously said, "Democracy is like a streetcar. You ride on it until you arrive at your destination, and then you get off." Does President Erdogan have dreams of restoring some of the glory of the Ottoman Turk Empire, perhaps even the Turkish Caliphate? Some critics actively say that he does and note that he is becoming more autocratic and less secular. There is also talk of a Sunni Muslim pan-Arab military force that would involve the armies of Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. It would be intended to counterbalance Iran's growing power and also that of Islamic State. Are we seeing the formation of the biblical king of the south? The book of Daniel prophesies that as this age comes to an end, that a powerful alliance located south of Jerusalem would form and then push at a great European power to the north of Jerusalem. Could we be seeing these powers beginning to come together? You need to read the current issue of Tomorrow's World magazine to keep up with the fast-moving events in the Middle East as they relate to biblical prophecy. And especially note the article on Turkey in the March-April issue. It explains how the history of that ancient land is affecting its present and its fast-evolving role in the region's future. Your subscription to Tomorrow's World magazine is absolutely free, or you can access it online at www.tomorrowsworld.org. This is Dexter Wakefield for the Tomorrow's World Webcast.